Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shannon Ashley here. Today we are talking about the top artists and residencies to see in Vegas in 2019. This is something I get really excited about because the very first time I went to Vegas, I got to see J. Cole and I was literally right in front of him. I will insert the video from my Instagram here, and if you're not following me on Instagram, why not? I literally write back to all of your guys' messages, comments, all of that, so just go ahead and follow me on Instagram, but you can email me and all that. Anyways, the video of me seeing J. Cole live here, guys, I was literally like, I could touch him. I might have touched him. I've seen so many artists up close in Vegas for free, and that is honestly one of the biggest selling points for why I love going to Vegas. One, because it's easy to get into the clubs. Most of the times it's free, and just the access you get to the artist is just out of this world. It's like going to a concert, but for free. Anyways, if you guys want to see more Vegas content, give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below of what you want to see. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so like I was saying, Vegas is an incredible place to go to see a lot of artists. Artists come to Vegas to perform all the time because people love watching shows. So there's a difference between a Vegas show and like seeing a Vegas artist at a club. A lot of artists will book residencies. If it's a residency as a show, you'll be able to buy tickets and it's like a full concert experience. If it's a residency at a club, it'll most likely just be like a club appearance where they may perform for 30 minutes to an hour, but don't expect to get a full, you know, concert performance. It's just kind of like really cool to see the artist right there while you're clubbing, and then maybe you can get close to them. It's just a perk. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. We will go over which artists have residencies as far as shows, and then which artists have residencies or, you know, deals with clubs for performances. Ultimately, when they do that, it's just to bring in more ticket sales. I think the biggest one this summer is Drake. Drake got a huge residency at XS, which is not one of my favorite nightclubs. I end up somehow always going there, but this residency is not really a show. So what could happen is, one, ladies, you can get in for free most likely, but you may have to, I can just already envision that line being crazy long out the ballroom hall. If you've been to XS, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the line is just so ridiculous. I can already envision that. So if you do get on, you know, the guest list, you will just have to go super early. I'm talking probably like hours early. I'm not even gonna say how early, but you'll have to go early. And then another thing is you might have to pay for tickets, but just if you pay for tickets, don't go in with the mindset that you're going to get a good perfect view of him, because it's not that kind of event or show. You're literally just paying to get into the venue, and then when he shows up, he shows up. Also keep in mind the time they show up is just completely up to the artist. So that's kind of another thing about seeing artists at clubs and day clubs, is that they show up when they want. So there's not an exact time they'll be there. Rather, if you purchase tickets to go to a show, it's more of a concert. So unless they're Lauryn Hill, they should be there on time. Okay, so let's start with Drais. So I will leave links to all the event calendars below for you guys to check out. But Drais is the biggest hip hop club in Vegas. It's also the one that I will recommend to you guys the most if you want to see hip hop. They're kind of hit or miss, ladies, for getting in free. There are some promoters out there that can help you. It's just the bigger the artist, the least likely you'll be able to get in for free that night. Artists performing in Las Vegas is Migos, Khalifa, Migos, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Big Sean, T.I., DJ Pauly D. DJ Pauly D also does a lot of day clubs. I think he's like a little bit more EDM, and I know sometimes he brings out artists. Like one weekend he brought out Trey Songz. There's Fabulous, French Montana, Ray Shremmerd, Nelly, Ty Dolla $ign, 2 Chainz, Meek Mill, Gucci Mane. A-Trak is another EDM artist, and Lil Wayne will be performing there. Of course, check the event calendar, you guys, and also just be aware that sometimes these artists cancel. Maybe they booked another show, maybe they got sick. We wanted to see Lil Wayne a couple years ago when we went for Labor Day weekend, and I think he got sick or something and wasn't able to perform. So just keep in mind for these ones, like, there is a possibility they may not even show up and they might swap the artist. Okay, so that was Drais. Drais is located at the Cromwell Hotel as well. And those can either be nightclubs or day clubs. Just make sure you check the event calendar below. Jewel is located at the Aria, and artists that will be performing there this summer is Tyga, Prince Royce, which I'm not sure if I've heard his music before, OT Genesis, DJ Drama, Justin Incredible. Those are like two LA DJs. I'm not sure if they're like get played all over the US, but they're two big LA DJs. Steve Aoki and Tory Lanez. Again, the event calendar will be down below. Our artists at Omnia, so this is where it's gonna get kind of super EDM. Omnia is located at Caesar's Palace, so that'll be Zed, Calvin Harris, Burns, and Chantel Jeffries, which I think she performs at other places too. I don't know if these artists have like restrictions on which clubs they can and perform at, but I think she performs at other ones. She might be a good time. I like a couple of her songs. Going back to Excess, so Excess is kind of, I've just put all these together. Excess, Surrender, and Encore Beach Club. To me, they're all located at the Wynn. I think that's accurate. And they kind of just move the artists around. The artists that will be performing there this summer are Dylan Francis, The Chainsmokers, Alesso, David Guetta, Diplo, who is EDM but amazing to see at a day club, or Night Swim. Night Swim, you guys, we might have to make a whole nother video about that because Night Swim is so much fun. Major Lazer, which Diplo is a part of. Drake, we mentioned. RL Grime, he is a heavy EDM artist. For those of us that, you know, don't really care for EDM, beware with RL Grime. And Drake, I've read somewhere that he has 9 dates scheduled. 2 of those I believe are in May 2019, and the rest I also heard he might have 12 dates scheduled, so just be sure to just keep checking their event calendar to see when he performs, but also know that that line is just going to be out of this world. Hakkasan, another big EDM club, but they do have a hip-hop room, so they'll have Lil Jon, Steve Aoki, Tiesto, and Cash Cash performing there. Light is a mixture of like EDM, hip-hop. A lot of times it's hip-hop, but they will post their artists as the days get closer. So just make sure, of course, when you're scheduling your trip, check the event calendar. So that's Rick Ross, Saweetie's going there, London on the Track, and Lil Baby will be performing there. I've also seen Tyga there before, and I've seen Metro Boomin, and I've seen Rick Ross there. He brings a pretty good show, but I believe Tyga and Rick Ross are both late, like they go on late. And oh my gosh, Migos at Drais, guys, came on at 2 a.m. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying like these people do not care. Like they're there to pick up a check, get drunk, get high, do a quick performance, and move on. It might not be the nicest thing to say about all of them, but I feel like it's basically more or less. Also, guys, holiday weekends, way more artists perform, so just be aware of that as well. So Chaos, I hope I'm saying it right, is a new really cool nightclub that's gonna be at the Rio, and this one has a good mixture of people. So they have like Skrillex, Cardi B, G-Eazy, Cascade, and Marshmello, who is kind of like Diplo to me. He'll play like EDM and hip-hop, so I really like going to his shows. And Above and Beyond, I don't think I could do that. Okay, so let's talk about actual shows. So you guys know there are tons of shows that you can go to in Vegas, but these are actually like the artists that have residencies at the theaters inside of the hotel. So they don't have like their partnership with the clubs, they have it with the theaters. So this is like a scheduled concert show. You guys also just want to check the dates on these again, because by the time you guys see this, they might have finished their scheduled shows for the year. So this is just accurate for 2018. But we have Journey, Janet Jackson, Pitbull, Bruno Mars, Christina Aguilera, Lady Gaga, Celine Dion, Billy Idol, Santana, Boyz II Men, Mariah Carey, and Gwen Stefani. I think have already completed their residency for the year. I could be wrong, just double check. Cher as well, and Aerosmith. Of course, there's tons of other shows like Blue Man Group, and there's the Michael Jackson show, of course. I want to say that Jabberwocky still perform, but I might be showing my age right now. I'm so old. Who else is there? People love doing the like Magic Mike shows, but we're getting away from actual artists. So this is just going on to say like there's a ton of shows in Vegas, and then there's a ton of like artists performing, and then artists performing at theaters versus artists performing at clubs. So I hope this was somewhat helpful, you guys, and got you guys a little bit more excited to go to Vegas this summer. This year, let me know what artists you're excited to see and which artists you've seen in Vegas. Honestly, you guys, it's one of my ultimate favorite parts about going to Vegas. My little secret for you guys is I literally plan my Vegas trips around who's going to be performing in Vegas that weekend, because I'm like, if it's a good artist, I know I'm going to have a good time, because it's basically like I got to party and go to a concert for free. Let me know what else you guys want to know about Vegas, and if you guys are interested in this digital ebook I'm creating for you guys, put a heart emoji down below. I don't know, but I'm super excited. This should be completed for you guys very, very soon, and if it's already completed by the time you're watching it, I will link it down below, of course, for you to purchase. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.